In this video we will just go through how to prepare an effective PPT. Most of the people are suffering to prepare a PowerPoint presentation, but in this video we will try to see how to prepare a very impressive PowerPoint presentation and what the mistakes you need to avoid and what the points you need to remember while you are preparing a PPT. Let us watch it out. First, we need to know what is basically a PowerPoint. PPT is an abbreviation for PowerPoint presentation, a software tool by Microsoft. This is one of the powerful tools provided by Microsoft in addition with MS Word, Microsoft Document, Microsoft PowerPoint. Another popular one we try to use is Microsoft Excel. Whatever we want to present that presentation information in slideshow format. Even this PowerPoint presentation offers text, graphics, sound effects, and also you can play video. You can record your own sound, you can play that sounds. You want to play some external sounds files also, you can be able to attach them. You want to show some videos directly in the slide or using a hyperlink, we can do it. Both these two we will show in this presentation. Make sure whatever the design templates that are available, you are using an appropriate design template for your presentation. This is one important one. Standardize the position of the text. Make sure you are using the appropriate and effective colors as well as the font styles you are using. Whatever the amount of information you want to keep it in a slide, limit the amount of information and make sure only the important information you are going to be keeping in the slides. Use colors that contrast. The meaning is, let us see the slide here itself. I have a white background, but I am using black fonts. Mostly I am using a dark fonts. This is what we need to remember. This is what is always a preferred one while you are presenting any PowerPoint presentation. And don't try to prefer dark background with light fonts. You need to make sure that whatever the effects, transitions and animations you are using in your slides must be consistent. Don't mix all together. Don't try to use different types of animations, transitions and effects. It looks very odd. Try to avoid this and make sure start from the slide 1 up to the last slide you are using the same type of an animation and which is an appropriate one for you. Don't present any presentation with a huge number of slides. The audience may be distracted while they see you are having 100 slides or 80 slides or 70 slides. They are not going to concentrate on your presentation. Make sure the number of slides must be as minimum as possible. You can be able to deliver most of the content in your lecture rather than showing in the slide format. Now, this is one important point we need to remember. How the text has to be kept in the slides. Make sure in each slide we need to have around 10 lines, maximum worst case scenario 10 lines. For each line you need to have 6 to 8 words. This is what maximum 10. The preferred one is 6 to 8 lines per slide. Try to avoid using long sentences having a huge paragraph without using any bulletins. So this is what we normally call it as a bulletins. You don't use these bulletins and it appears like very clumsy. Try to make sure within the normal text you try to use more font size for important information, because it is going to be highlighting. The font sizes we need to use in the PPT presentation, 20 to 40. This is always a comfortable one. Now see, I have a light background. Now whatever the font I have chosen, are we able to read it out? And it is very difficult for the audience to read what the text inside of the slide. This is one thing we need to remember. You need to use a dark font. See this one. This is an italic lettering, and the style of the font is entirely different. It is very hard to read the text for the audience. Try to avoid this type. All capital also you try to keep, it's very hard to read. Avoid abbreviations and acronyms. They don't know what is the exact expansion of the abbreviation or what is the meaning of the acronym. Now come to animation. Restrict animation to certain slides. Wherever you need the animation in such a slides only, better to use. Avoid the animations for all the slides present your presentation. Wherever you want to emphasize, restrict the animation only to such a slides. This is preferred whenever you want to explain a step-by-step procedure. In such a cases, the animation is very much helpful to describe. You try to use more animations. I know how to keep the animations in the slides, and you go on using so many number of animations in the slide, and the people are not going to look after this. Everybody is trying to look after only how the animations are going on, and they don't concentrate on the content. If possible, apply the sound effects also. Now see what you need to avoid during the preparing of a presentation. Now look after this slide. Is this content is comfortable for the audience to read? This is what we need to avoid. Avoid huge paragraph in a slide. It's very distractive, and it's just like a copy paste, and we don't know where we have an important point in this, and it's very hard to read, to follow. Better avoid this type of a presentation. Now come to the second one. Now see this, all are indicated in capital letters. It's also very difficult to read out the sentences which are there in the capitals. This is one mistake we need to avoid. See this one. See this one. The font style I'm talking about, the font size. This is like a 2-line statement by increasing the font size, and it is not appearing like a well organized slide. This one should also be avoided during the presentation. See this, in the slide you are trying to use different font styles with different colors. Are they really impressive? The people are expecting, yes, my slides are very colorful, but it's always destructive. Again, I'm repeating, this is not going to be indicating for the audience about your content. It indicates about the colors and the font styles you are using in the presentation. Avoid this type of PPT preparation. See this one. The font sizes is very less. Very hard to read the text in the slide. This should also be avoided. Now, again I am keeping, though I am quoting in the bullets, but very light font color I have chosen. This one of the most important point we need to remember. We have a text that is appeared in the slide but are unable to read. Light background, light font text. Light color, font style. Contrast. See this case. Dark background, dark color font. It's also very difficult to read. This should also be avoided. These are the major things we need to remember while preparing the PowerPoint presentation. Now, see this. These are the font styles. See how much of a time it is taking for the appearance of the font. See this one. The people has to wait until that text comes into the slide. This is one point of view. Whichever animation I want to choose. That is one point. And another point, look at the font style. This is not comfortable to read. So better avoid this type of a text animation in your presentation. See, this is what the people are also trying to use. It's not comfortable at all. Look at the time it is taking. See. Are we really comfortable with this type of an animations and font sizes? Certainly not. You are not allowed to make these type of mistakes in your presentation. See, this is what is. If all are represented in expansions, EDC, STLD, ET, PTSP, the people doesn't know anything about this. Better to represent it as electronic devices and circuits, switching theory and logic design, electrical technology. Like this you need to mention. You are not supposed to mention in a acronym fashion. Better avoid this type of usage in the PowerPoint presentation. See this one. Is the background comfortable for my presentation? Certainly not. Whatever the background color I have, the same font color I have chosen for the uniformity, but this slide doesn't looks good. This is also to be avoided while you are presenting. When you are trying to present, the audience expressions will be like this. What the people are, what the person is explaining in this video, or what the person is explaining in the PPT, then they have different expressions. We need to avoid these type of expressions. You make sure the audience are going to be concentrating on your content along with your PPT content. This is what the final expression, what the content the person is delivering. They will scratch their heads. They don't concentrate on your content. Ultimately, the audience are going to sleep while your lecture is boring, having so many animations, and you are having different font styles, and it's like a boring lecture. Everybody will try to sleep. They don't concentrate on you. This should be avoided while you are doing any sort of a presentation. Now remember, these are what the major points we need to remember while we are preparing a PowerPoint presentation. Keep the fonts consistent. Try to prefer Times New Roman, which is always a preferred one. Apart from that, you are also allowed to use Arial as well as Calibri, and use the font styles between 20 to 40, and restrict the number of slides you are using in your presentation, and even try to restrict the number of lines you are presenting in each slide. Try to restrict the animations you are using in the slide, and make sure whatever the content you are delivering, it must be like in this bulletin form. See how many bulletins in this slide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hardly 6 bullets I have presented. Like this, we need to prepare a very effective presentation. Everybody will try to listen to your presentation. By organizing your presentation in good manner, you will allow some time for the people to interact with you in the form of questions. Don't dump entire content in your slide. It looks very clumsy. Minimum content in the slide, and the explanation must be maximum. This is what is a major mistake the people will do. Dark background with a dark fonts, light background with a light fonts, that has to be avoided. One major problem. Now see this, how suppose I want to play a video. See this one. If you try to click this, directly it is going to be playing a video. This is called as a hyperlink. You want to open any hyperlinks, you see you will get an arrow mark. You try to open it, automatically the video is going to open. This is also hyperlink. See, you have a hand mark. You try to click it, automatically that PPT will be opened. That is what is an advantage. This is what I have embedded a video in the slide. This is what the video I have embedded.
Of early vacuum tube computers.
This is how you can be able to embed a video automatically into the slide. This is what is an advantage.
Until around 1910, broadly used in radio.
Now see, make sure and decide whether your presentation is boring and dull, no fun, no humor, no color, and the audience are not having any interest. They don't concentrate on you. See the people, they get bored. They don't concentrate you. Though the presentation you are giving is worthy, they don't concentrate. Now see on the other side of the coin. If you try to have a fun while you are delivering some contents, have some humors, add a colorful, and you see the audience. Now the audience are active. They try to concentrate on your presentation. This is what we need to make it as a habitual. The audience attention is based on the effective PPT presentation. Yes. Thank you very much for your patience listening how to prepare an effective PowerPoint presentation. Hope this video will be helpful for you in preparing your PowerPoint presentation. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel Nosina Krishna Chaitanya. Watch the other informative videos available in my channel. Enjoy. Thank you.